So we're going to go to you. I think
I know that.
I think you got the knockout punch there.
I also
Okay,
have a grill.
introduce yourself, and I know you're with the program that for people over 50?
55, sir.
55, so I barely made it, huh?
All right. No, I don't think you're old enough yet. My name is Ted Simpkins, and I'm from AA.
Welcome, Mr. Simpson. I was kidding. Go ahead.
And I'm from AARP. You know, a lot of people know a lot of the work that AARP does, but I'm not so sure that they know that for over 40 years we've been in workforce development programs also. We are funded just like the Workforce Alliance is by the Workforce Investment Act. We serve people by a very specific part of that statute, and that's Title V. And we operate here in Palm Beach County what's known as a Senior Community Service and Employment Program. And it's, I think, unique in a number of regards, but we are primarily focused at getting older workers back into the workforce. Much of our strategy is just like that, that the folks at Workforce Alliance describe. As a matter of fact, we are in partnership with a great deal with the folks at Workforce Alliance, and we're very grateful to them for one of the very positive things that they've done to enable us to make more competitive older workers, and that is the grant that you folks had from Microsoft, where you were giving people training and certification of Microsoft applications. I know I don't bring new news when I tell you that looking for a job today is not like it was even last week, and it's certainly not like it was for people that we serve. In the past, people my age used to go and hand an application in or a resume in and hopefully get a response from a potential employer. Today, that isn't done that way. You have to get on the internet. The folks that we work with don't, in many instances, even know what a mouse is. Many of them get frightened when you talk about a mouse. But through the work that we did with Workforce Alliance and others, we are now bringing them up to speed, and we're making them understand what it is to look for work today. And the interesting thing that we found out is that you know, many people might believe that older people are trying to look for work just to have some purpose in their life. But older people need to go back to work. The idea that what's going on in the Congress of how can we save expenditures by reducing things like Medicare and that kind of thing, and indeed workforce programs. We lost 25% of our funding by way of the continuing resolution. Initially, we had enough funds to serve 3% of the people in Palm Beach County who were eligible. Speaking about eligibility, not only do they have to be 55 years of age, but they have to be 125% above poverty level. That's the same WIA eligibility criteria that the people at Workforce Alliance work with. So we're talking about people that we work with who essentially are dependent upon Social Security. Many of the folks in this community don't have the kinds of pensions they might have gotten in other kinds of communities. So if it were not for this kind of program that gets people back into the workforce, we'd have a much more desperate situation than we're looking at right now. So then I am grateful, Mr. Mayor, for the idea of you bringing folks together so that we can tell people about the other piece of what we do in our program, and that is this notion of community service, senior community service. Our method of operation is not just to try to get people back to work, but one of the ways that we do that is to give them work experience opportunities, and many of the places where we assign people in host agencies are the same kinds of groups that are represented on this panel. We did have some people working down at Workforce Alliance. Some people work at a number of other not-for-profits in the schools around the county. So what the dual opportunity or the dual benefit is that our people are gaining work experience, picking up additional skills, but by the same token, they are providing no-cost labor to not-for-profit organizations around the county. And one of the things that we're most proud of, we just entered a relationship with the city of Riviera Beach, where Riviera Beach has agreed to be a host agency. And we are now getting ourselves organized to have our people serve as volunteers, paid volunteers, if you will, in the various departments in the county, or rather in the city. And we're just excited about as that we can be, because our belief is that not only will they be picking up skills, but they will be contributing to the city of Riviera Beach.
Wow, now they've already signed up,
Yes, sir.
the residents over 55, and I think your funding is at that level, but you can also take people to sign up for the future.
Right, sir.
Tell us how that works.
Well, we are located at 3951 North Haverhill Road, and that's just across the street from the post office on Haverhill, if folks know that area, and just adjacent to the Publix there. An individual applying for our program has to be 55 years of age, and again, meet that threshold of being 125% above the poverty level, or at the poverty level, which essentially means that a family of one cannot earn more than $13,500 a year, which is really not a lot of money. So you can see why this is important for people who really do need some additional income.
So people are actually paid to be volunteers?
Yes, sir.
If you're over 55 years of age, people, listen, if you're over 55, you can be paid to volunteer right here at City Hall, some of the governmental agencies, as well as other places in the county. Is that correct?
Exactly, right, sir. But remembering, of course, that there's a dual benefit we're talking about. It's not just to benefit the not-for-profit, or in this case, the city, but the idea basically is that these folks who are in these assignments or volunteer assignments are picking up additional skills to make them more competitive job seekers. So then they will move from that
dual benefit, that's what we
right,
mean by dual benefit.
And as a result, we will, again, move those people into employment, and new people will be able to come onto the program, and the cycle continues to go on. Might point out that our AARP's is a national project.
Correct.
And this is just one in this particular county, which includes, obviously, Riviera Beach. But we've got 80 projects across the country, including Puerto Rico. The contract that we have with the Department of Labor provides that we place people, 20% of the people that we serve. We are placing about 47% of the people, so we are having success in getting people back to work.
Wonderful. I see Ms. Ferguson is like sitting at the edge of her chair listening intently at what you're saying, because I'm sure that you have parents over 55 years of age or grandparents, and probably can use this service and kind of freshen up on their skills and also get paid to do it.
Absolutely.
Right. What about you, Indra? Ms. Spencer?
Yes, we have a lot of seniors that have already participated in the program through Experience Works.
Well, why did y'all leave me out? Don't you know I'm a senior? I'm over 55.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed.
I think because of the money I make, which is not much, I probably qualify.
Well, stop by anytime.
Stop by anytime.
We have the right connection for you. But yes, we have worked with Experience Works, and we have had volunteers come and work with us. As a matter of fact, I had one that was a clerical worker, and she did a superb job. So we do continue to use the AARP services.
Great.
Are you looking for any more vendors or places to place people, or you have enough?
Well, you know, I'm proud to report that we've got more than enough. We've got about 250 host agencies that are willing to help us.
Really?
We've only got about 100 people in the program, so we've got more than we really do need. But you know, one of the beautiful things about the relationship with we've got the same kind of relationship with the city of Riviera Beach, and now with West Palm Beach. What's really great about that is you've got all of these different kinds of opportunities. If you work with just a school division, for example, the opportunities are not nearly as broad as they are with a city. So we're just delighted with what the city has agreed to do.
And by Riviera Beach being the best waterfront
Absolutely.
city to live, work, and play. We know that West Palm Beach can't compare to Riviera Beach, what we're going to be doing for these great, wonderful volunteers. Isn't that correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. And having spoken about nonprofits, we say